Hello everyone, welcome to a new Scapers video. It's Fede here, and today I want to introduce to you a new series called Upcoming Updates, where I will tell you everything you have to know about the future updates that are coming to RuneScape in the following months, so that you are fully prepared for when they are released. Today let's talk about death penalty changes, an update that has just been announced on the forums. With this update, what Jagex intends to do is to solve all the problems that players have around the current gravestone system, such as players losing their items when they disconnect, or players trying to rush in order to get to a gravestone that is very far away. They also wanted to introduce a gold sink with this update in order to help the economy, and I think they have done a pretty good job with it. Now, the whole update is kind of complicated, but I'll try to make it as basic as possible. First of all, the main thing about this update is that the whole gravestone mechanic is being removed. Now, if you die in a situation where you would normally get a gravestone, you would instead appear on Death's office, where Death will be holding your items and you will be able to retrieve them from him, but this comes with a cost. When you talk to him, a following interface will appear. First of all, you can see that there are gonna be protected items. These are the same as now, the 3 most valuable items you'll be able to protect, and you also will be able to protect a 4th one if you are using the item protection prayer when you die. Now, with all the other items, you will have the option either to save them or to lose them. If you decide to save them, as you can see on this example, this person decides to save the full rune, the weapon and the potions. You'll have to pay some coins for each item that you want to save. All the items that you decide to lose, in this example the monkfish, you will have to pay nothing. And then there are those saved items that are saved for free, such as auras and runes and feathers, etc, etc. Now, as you can see on the bottom part, the saved item value is 25k. This is all the coins that you have to pay in order to get all those items that you want to save. Now, the total cost of save, that is right beside that, is a little lower because there are some things that can affect your price, but we'll deal with that later. And also, on the far right, you can see the sacrificed item value. These are the value of all the things that you decide to leave out, in this case the food. The good thing about this system is that you can close the interface and you can return whenever you want. So in case that you have no cash, you can just leave and go make cash and go back and the items will still be there. The same happens if you, for whatever reason, cannot log into the game after you die. For example, if there's a disconnection issue or something like that, the items will remain there. It's not like the gravestones that they have a timer, they will just remain there. Now, they will remain there, but Death is kind of impatient, so they will just remain there for 3 days. These days are counted if you log into the game, so if there's a day that you just don't enter the game, that day doesn't count. If you log in 3 different days, now in the 3rd day, all the items will disappear, so you have to be very careful with that. But well, that was it for the main update. They also said that if there's a known disconnection issue across the entire RuneScape, then they're gonna be able to make some hotfixes, which means fixes right in the moment, where every time that you die, you just keep everything. But this just happens when Jagex knows that there are some disconnection issues with the game and that they want people to be safer. If the disconnection issue is on your side or is just a single case, then I'm sorry, but you have to pay what you have to pay to get your items back. This update means that there's gonna be a lot of changes to existing content. First of all, gravestones themselves will continue to exist. They will be dropped on the spot that you die, and players can read it and see who died there. Now, apart from that, they will have a passive effect. Depending on the type of gravestone that you have, there's gonna be a percentage reduction on the overall cost of retrieving your items. These percentages can be a little bit small, but Jagex intends them to be like a long-term investment. So if you buy the highest gravestone, you will be able to save a lot of cash in the long term. Now, another item that is gonna change are signs of respite. Currently, these divination items allow you to extend the time of your gravestone. Now, after this update, they will be used as a form of currency in order to retrieve the items. So, they will have a value, and with that value you can use it instead of coins to get the items that you want. So when this update goes live, I recommend that you get some of this in case you just run out of cash and you want to just get your items back. With this one, it's gonna be like a nice saving that you can have in your bank. Another item that is gonna change is Death's Deal. This is an effect that can be bought from death with Reaper points and Slayer points, and what it currently does is that it reduces by 50% the degradation of the degradable items the next time you die. Now, with this update, this effect is gonna make the overall cost of retrieving your items decrease by 50%. So, if you can buy it, I recommend that you do so. Talking about degradable items, now, as you know, when you die, degradable items degrade a little bit when they are dropped into the gravestone. With this update, they're just gonna be the same as non-degradable items. They will not be degrading in any way. You will have to just pay to get it back, and that's it. So you're probably wondering, how much do I have to pay to get my items back? Now, it's not very clear, but apparently the system is gonna take the current exchange price if it's a tradable item. If not, it's gonna take the protection value price, and it will be roughly 10% initially, and the higher the cost is, the lower the percentage will be. So when the item is 10 million coins or more, it's just gonna be a 1%. To see it in a more comparative matter, there is here a table where you can see the cost of repairing degradable items such as Varus, Nyx armor, Port's armor, etc. And on the other table you can see the value of protecting the items whenever you die. So as you can see, for Varus it's roughly 10%, and for Nyx and Port's armor it's roughly 1%, because it costs more than 10 million coins. Now, to have a more clear idea on this, here are some examples of equipment that people normally use. Besides of them, you can see how much they totally cost, how much it will cost to fully reclaim all of them, how much it will cost if 3 items are protected, the best 3 items, and also how much it will cost if you have the biggest gravestone. This was everything for death penalty changes. Now, if you would like to voice your opinion on the matter, or if you would just simply like to read the frequently asked questions, you can go to the Future Game Updates forum and click on the thread Death Penalty Changes. This has just been announced, so it's pretty hot in there, so be careful. But if you want to leave constructive criticism, it is always welcome. Finally, I will leave you with a last treat of an update that is coming soon. This picture was released by the Ninja team, and it involves being able to move bank tabs. Finally, you will not longer have to collapse tabs and rebuild them. You will just be able to drag them whenever you want and make it pretty nice. It's a small thing, but it's gonna help a lot. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of upcoming updates. Leave a comment on which updates that are coming to RuneScape on the following months you would like me to talk about. And if you are interested in watching more update reviews and series in general, subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you very much and have a nice day.